A few years ago, I was down on my luck on the relationship scene. My girlfriend of 3 years had just broken up with me because she had just started dating her boss. And when I found out, I came to know that it had been going on for the last 2 years. Isn't that just peachy? Anyways, I joined Tinder. Something that I am not proud of. I tried to connect with a bunch of girls at home that I can find someone decent while I am down. Don't get me wrong. I am not looking for a quick hookup, but I needed someone to fill that void from the previous relationship. I wanted someone to love. That's when I connected with Christina. She seemed really nice during the messages, and we lived really close to each other. Too close, in fact. And we agreed to meet up at a local restaurant in the week ahead. I was getting really interested. We were messaging all the time, and within a short period of time, it was getting really serious. We went on our date and got on very well, and before long, she started telling me that she loved me. Now, I'm not sure how other people feel about this, but for me, it is a really big deal to admit this. And I certainly wasn't in a position to say it back to her, something which she took very badly. She asked me why I didn't say it back, and me being the straight up guy that I am, simply told her the truth, that I just didn't feel that way. But if she allowed our relationship to grow and nurture, I was sure I would feel the same way with time, and that people move on at a different rate, yada yada yada. She was really unhappy, but to her credit, she tried her best not to make me feel uncomfortable, and we carried on with our date that night. A few weeks later, things heated up a little more. We were moving up to the next level, if you know what I mean, and she ended up staying over at my place that night. I woke up about 3 a.m. to use the toilet, and when I looked, she is not in bed with me. Now, this time being the first time we did the nasties, I wondered if she had just gone home. I wasn't really sure of the parameter regarding this with her, so I look around and she is nowhere to be seen on the top floor. I go downstairs and the smell of fire catches my nostrils. I look outside my garden and she has taken this metal bin and started a fire. I ran up to her and asked her what the hell she was doing, and she was burning loads of my things. She looked at me with this cold, dead stare and said, "You can't have any of this. That's why you don't love me, because you keep things that she gave in this house." I was absolutely horrified. I don't know from where she made this assumption. My CDs, DVDs, hell, even my iPhone, and a whole bunch of other stuff were now melting away in this fire. I was horrified, and I told her that she needed to go, and that I was calling the police and the fire department. The fire was put out pretty quickly, and I never spoke to her again. She definitely had several of her screws loose, and I hope that no other man falls for her madness.